The Lost Wallet. In the heart of a busy city, 17-year-old Daniel was rushing to catch the last bus home after a long day of part-time work. As he jogged past a quiet alley, something caught his eye: a worn-out wallet lying on the pavement. Curious, he picked it up and peeked inside. There was no money, but it held a few cards, a driver's license, and a photo of a smiling family. The ID belonged to a man named Elias Cruz. For a moment, Daniel considered tossing it or keeping it in case someone came looking. But something in his heart urged him to find the owner. Back at home, Daniel looked up the man online and found a small bakery owned by Elias Cruz on the other side of town. It was late, but something about the situation reminded Daniel of the parable of the Good Samaritan. Even when others passed by, the Samaritan stopped and helped. With a sense of purpose, Daniel decided to deliver the wallet the next morning before school. The next day, Daniel arrived at the bakery just as Elias was unlocking the doors. He introduced himself and handed over the wallet. Elias's eyes widened with surprise and gratitude. "I thought I lost it forever," he said. "You have no idea how important those cards were, especially that family photo." "Thank you." Daniel just smiled and said, "I figured it was the right thing to do." Elias insisted Daniel take a box of pastries as thanks. They sat for a few minutes, talking about life, work, and faith. Elias shared how he had been struggling lately, not just financially, but spiritually. Losing the wallet had felt like the final straw. "But your kindness," he said, "reminded me that God still watches over us, sometimes through the hands of a stranger." Weeks passed, and Daniel continued to visit the bakery, often after school. A quiet friendship formed, and Elias became like a mentor to him. Their talks often revolved around faith, integrity, and the importance of doing good even when no one is watching. Daniel began to see how small acts of honesty and compassion could change lives in ways he hadn't imagined. The story of Daniel and the lost wallet spread quietly through the neighborhood. It wasn't grand or miraculous by worldly standards, but like many lessons in the Bible, it was simple, humble, and deeply powerful. In a city that often felt cold and self-centered, one teenager's choice to do what was right echoed the timeless message of Christ: love your neighbor as yourself.